So, Lyric, I need to ask you, go back to you, do you want to leave the room, and if so, how? Do you want to go to the north, which is kind of signaling the penguins? You got this tank full of like random animals, which is kind of signaling.
I want to go to see the penguins so I can save them.
I'm going to follow directly to Nicholas.
That's nice. Helps me keep order. I was thinking that would go this way. So, you enter, and you kind of see a plaque, and it's kind of weather beaten, and with blue and white it says Frozen Hall. And you can see on the far end, there's like, it's almost like it's like glass cases with different objects in it. But you're startled as you turn past the archway entering here, because right to your right there happens two large other like fish tank like structures, and one immediately in front of you happens to what looks like a Yeti in ice, like stereotypical horror movie, Abominable Snowman, the Yeti frozen in ice. And then the room, you see the vast scope of the room. In the middle of the room, there is literally a 1800s boat stuck in, like frozen in ice as a part of the exhibit where you can walk up into it and out to the other side of it. And you can't quite make out what's on that other side of the that particular.
You went to the right, right? Yeah. And then Lyric went north.
No, Lyric went all north. Actually, the left is, it's
Can
all the side of the penguins.
Look at the room, please?
That's what I just told you what the room looked like.
Okay, I'm gonna break the tube out and save the miniature penguins.
So you're gonna leave that room and try to save the miniature penguins.
Because this looks like it's something trapping poor penguins. Like, what's wrong with this company?
Once you walk into this area, you notice that the little I'm trying to think what the steward, the employee happens to not be in the area, and I need you to roll a strength check to break the penguins out. Melee is 6 of 10. You whack the glass, and the iceberg wobbles, and you see as penguins fall into the water, but it doesn't crack. Maybe you should find a different way to free penguins.
Can I use Metazaraka though?
His gooey form tries to wrap around it, but there isn't a crack or a crevice for him to creak into it. If you think you want to roll for him to whack the glass, go for it.
Pizza mushroom's going up to the ship while this is going on.
So
14 plus 3. You see like maybe a little divot, like it's bulletproof glass or something, and it's kind of just chipped a little. So we're going to go to Pizza Cat, which has been waiting. You could, but I'm going to give these guys one more kind of turn worth of actions. So you can
it's
fire.
bulletproof glass, so shooting wouldn't even work.
You're catching my wording. So Pizza Cat is going to walk up. You have to walk past the glasses. You see compasses and spy glasses from the old time. You actually see a cutlass in the case with like an old school musket firearm. You're walking up, and it's kind of like a railing system where it's like a light railing, kind of similar to how like it would be wheelchair accessible, kind of. So you walk up, and you're now in the ship, and it's kind of sideways into it, and it's at an incline up. And you can see all and there's lighting that they put through the roofing, and you can see how weather beat and torn bits of the ship is, because like half the ship actually, it's not a full ship. You can walk and up towards the front of the ship. In the hall, there's a way cut, and you can go down, and you see there's a large fish tank that is just the entire wall beyond the way.
He's going to try to look through a spyglass if he can.
Yeah, I'm gonna say they actually made one that's kind of like one of those cheesy binoculars you got to put in quarters and stuff. And you can look into it. And you can look into the fish tank, and it's really dark. It's kept dark, and I need you to roll a perception check.
Okay, so that's 18.
The cap is crumbling on the table.
This is really bad.
Bad.
You can see that there's a lot of like salmon-sized, pale, white, eyeless fish swimming through this, and you can see a long shape, like one tentacle, reach out and pull like the furthest back fish that you can see further into this tank.
I see a kraken. Just gonna say out loud and just bounce.
And then I hear
Soldier
it.
guy, like.
Hold on. And then I hear
You're in a different room. Unless you yelled it, which I don't know if you would have.
He says it out loud, but not necessarily yell. I see a kraken.
You would hear his voice because it's high pitched. You wouldn't hear what it was.
And then,
Okay, so you're now into the same area. Good. I'm going to give you some sort of action. What do you want to do? You're still in the boat. If you want to step out to see the tank closer, you could.
I kind of wanted to. So, I'm following around in the boat, taking pictures of everything, even the Yeti.
No.
And I go ahead and go to the tank where the mushroom guy is, not even talking to him, just not looking at him, and taking a picture. But I turn back on the flash, take a picture to try to see what's in it.
Okay, so before that, just going to where the tank is, you'll be able to see, because I thought you were in the boat to see that. Other thing, outside you can see there is a plaque above saying Subglacier Lake. And the flash goes on, and you just see in the dark like blue rings glowing in the dark. But nothing comes close. The fish scatter like...
They look like cavefish. I look around for like something that would tell me what's inside the tank.
Pizza Mushroom's gonna beg you to see the photo.
Sure. Looking at the photo with him, seeing what's actually on it. Huh. What do I see on the photo?
Is it an old Polaroid, really?
I'm shaking it, yeah. I mean, it looks old-fashioned, but it's actually a hologram digital thing.
You see, unfortunately, light reflecting back at you in kind of like the dingy darkness of the tank, maybe like the tank floor, which is really bare. That's about it. You don't even see the rings.
All these photos and these
It's your turn.
things.
Pizza Cap's gonna look at you a little disappointed, like a little kid.
So
Me
what
too, bud.
does
Walking
Cosmo
away from
do?
you.
when Pizza Cat said, "Oh, I see a kraken," and I'm like, "No, don't hurt it, Kraken. Take this skeleton from one of my other adventures."
Let's go back to Pizza Cat. What do you want to do?
Check for any like small passageways or anything like that. Like, this is a pirate ship. There's gotta be the treasure somewhere. Like a little kid.
You really know. It's more of an exploratory vessel, but you probably wouldn't have got that. Like an exploratory vessel of the Arctic. You got trapped, but yeah.
I'm gonna check.
There's like food cans and
I'm
the
gonna
canned food in the glass case.
I'm gonna check for. I'm gonna
Blubber.
check for. I'm gonna use perception a check to find catfish. Try to find catfish.
We don't know.
But he's not here with you, and you went before the time he even told you to go.
Okay, what time is it now? Because
It's probably 10 o'clock in the morning where they kind of don't have that many people at the exhibit, but they're still open because, I don't know, moms with kids that aren't in pre-K gotta take their kids somewhere.
okay, so
I didn't even graduate school.
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go out of the building and say it's time to sleep until the time, and so I
So
just,
you leave the whole building.
and I go to sleep.
Okay, so while you're walking in the building, they're gonna take turns, and I gotta say something, okay? Finish your turn, pizza.
Pizza Cabinet's going to continue onwards through like the ship and try to like reach the top deck area.
Oh.
Just to look, and wants to look at what he calls the captain's seat.
You would have to do an athletics check to climb up because it's not meant to climb on top of the deck. Yes. So roll in athletics to see you don't fall in the boot.
What I picture is just him sticking to the wall. Stick.
Actually, he's more of a VeggieTales kind of thing where it's not pop.
So you got 18 plus
2. So it's
20?
Dirty 20.
Somehow off the top of the ship. There's like half the broken mast, and it's kind of the front end of it. And there you can see like the split top mast, which is the thing that sticks up out of the front of the ship, kind of broken off and kind of bent to the side. And there's like railings, but they're pretty cruddy. That's about it.
He's going to yell out loud, "I'm going to be king of the pirates," essentially. And then get down.
Now, John Doe, what do you do?
So what I'm going to do is look around. What's the entire room that I'm currently in looking like? So there's that fish tank where I came from.
There's the boat in the middle, there's the fish tank. The other side, into the northern wall, there's like exhibits of what they found in the boat, which is like eyeglasses, the musket, the cutlass, and then right in the entryway there's the Yeti in the ice, which is like kind of sketch. You can already kind of sketch. It might be just like a costume, a costume or something like that. And that's the room.
What I want to look at is the items from the ship. A little bit closer, just checking if there's a mirror, just in case.
So you're sitting there and you're checking a mirror.
Or that
Yes.
mirror.
You look and you see a lot of glass, but you happen to see nothing big enough to be a mirror. It's the eyeglass lens. There's nothing described. They described that this is probably a full-length mirror in the thing. It's not in the case. So as you're looking, and as you've hopped off the boat, and you're actually trying to walk up the down escalator, the down escalator.
I'm trying to go to sleep. What is wrong
I
with
told you.
Wait.
I told you. You're still in the building.
That's
the
on
time.
exit.
And it stops going down. And you hear kind of a grinding sound. And the lights flicker. And you hear like metal on metal. And a sheep. And like the air conditioning stops. And you hear over the intercom, "Don't worry, people. This is just we're on a boot up loop. It'll just take 30 minutes, and everything will be just fine."
Is it the time?
I look around for a person like like one of those people that were explaining stuff. If there is any, I look around immediately, like
Suspiciously not there.
And Pizza Mushroom's going to look around like in an area he hasn't explored, whilst also thinking what a boot tastes like.
a boot.
Can I make a move and keep talking?
Yes.
And by the way, if you notice the dice
You're not near
tapping,
anyone.
No, if you notice the dice tapping, I'm actually saying something in Morse code.
Okay.
Okay, try to know what this is.
No, just play.
Okay,
Just
my
play.
move is.
What
I
do
want to
you
know
do?
the time right now.
The time, well, with your infinite lore, it's like 15 past 10, and there's not time to stage the heist. But clearly someone may have moved the clock up, where another party might be getting involved. Or, you being a tech guy, random stuff like this happens all the time when you put it over the for
Is the
service.
door not able to be opened?
Okay, here's the thing. You're walking up the steps, the down escalator, you stop, you look behind you, and the entranceway to, you know, the area that was immediately to the east of you, which was the area ahead instead of left and right, has metal bars that have came up. It has barred entrance to what is called the touch pool.